Most men never uncover the truth about what truly drives women. It's not because they don't care or don't try hard enough. It's because society has sold them a lie about what women really want and how they think. The reality is this: understanding women means understanding their vulnerabilities, not to exploit them, but to finally take control of your life and relationships. Today, I'm going to reveal 5 hidden truths about women that every man must master. By the end of this, you won't just know them. You'll know exactly how to use them to become the man every woman respects, desires, and can't resist. If you're tired of feeling like you're always one step behind in your relationships, this is for you. If you've ever wondered why women seem so hard to understand, why their words and actions don't always match up, you're not alone. And no, it's not because women are impossible to figure out. Women will rarely admit these truths outright, but they run deeper than you think. Once you grasp them, you'll unlock a level of confidence you've never felt before. You'll also stop making those silent mistakes that push women away. This isn't about manipulation or games. It's about understanding the psychological realities that shape female behavior and using that knowledge to become the strong, decisive man you were born to be. Let's dive in. 1. Emotional validation is key. Women are emotional beings. This isn't an insult, it's a truth. Emotions drive their decisions, fuel their connections, and shape how they see the world. Here's the kicker: most men fail to recognize that emotional validation is the key to a woman's heart. Validation isn't a luxury. It's the foundation of every meaningful connection, from casual conversations to lifelong partnerships. Without it, you're just another guy blending into the background. But with it, you become unforgettable. The man she can't stop thinking about. When a woman feels emotionally validated, her walls crumble. She sees you as her safe space, her anchor, her go-to person when the world feels overwhelming. But most men miss this because they approach emotions with logic. Picture this. She comes home frustrated that her boss overlooked her hard work. The typical response: don't let it get to you, or just ignore it. While these might seem helpful, they actually dismiss her feelings. What she hears is, your emotions don't matter. Now imagine this instead. That sounds so frustrating. You've worked so hard, and it's tough not to get the recognition you deserve. This simple shift changes everything. You've just made her feel seen, heard, and understood, something most people fail to do. Validation doesn't mean agreeing with everything or pretending she's always right. It's about acknowledging her emotions as real, even if they don't make sense to you. The way you say it matters too. Your tone, body language, and attentiveness all play a role. When she's sharing, put down your phone. Look her in the eye. Nod along. These small gestures scream, "You have my full attention." To her, that's priceless. This isn't about weakness or pandering. It's about strength. It's about showing her that you accept her completely, emotions and all. When a woman feels accepted like this, her attraction to you deepens on levels you can't imagine. Here's the truth. Listening is a lost art. Most men are too focused on their next response or dismiss her emotions entirely. But when you truly listen, you stand out. You become the man who gets her, and that's a man she admires and respects. True validation isn't about letting emotions control you. It's about being strong enough to create space for hers without losing your balance. A man who can do this commands respect and builds unshakable connections. If you're still worried this sounds too soft, ask yourself this. What's stronger, ignoring her emotions and creating distance, or validating them and building an unbreakable bond? The answer is clear. Let's keep going. Number 2 is a game changer. A woman's deepest fear isn't rejection. It's not being understood. She's obsessed with feeling understood. A woman's greatest fear isn't rejection or being left behind. It's feeling misunderstood. This deep-seated need for understanding drives almost everything she does. Every argument, every frustration, and every moment of connection boils down to this. She wants to know that someone truly gets her. Have you ever found yourself in an argument that seemed to come out of nowhere? Odds are, it wasn't about what you said, it was about how you made her feel. Women crave connection, but at the core of that connection is the need to feel seen and understood. When she doesn't feel this, she might withdraw, create tension, or even look for someone else who can provide what's missing. When she says, "You're not listening to me," what she really means is, "You don't see me." And nothing cuts deeper for her than feeling invisible to the person she values most. This is where many men stumble. They hear her words but miss the meaning. They get defensive, argue back, or try to explain themselves logically, unknowingly digging themselves deeper into the hole. Here's the truth. Being understood isn't just a preference for women, it's a fundamental need. And if you don't meet that need, no amount of gifts, compliments, or grand gestures will ever fill the gap. But if you do show her that you understand her, you'll create a connection so deep and unshakable that no one else could ever compete. Understanding isn't about agreeing. Let's be clear, understanding her doesn't mean you have to agree with everything she says or let go of your own boundaries. It's about tuning in to what she's feeling, not just what she's saying. It's about showing her that her emotions matter to you, even if they don't always align with your perspective. For example, if she says, "I feel like my friend never appreciates me," most men might respond with, "You're overthinking it," or "She probably didn't mean it that way." While these responses seem logical, they miss the point entirely, and worse, they confirm her fear that you don't understand her. Now, imagine saying this instead. "It sounds like you're hurt because you don't feel appreciated in that friendship." That simple acknowledgement can shift the entire dynamic. You're not just hearing her words, you're showing her that you understand the emotions driving them. Her emotions are a test. Here's something most men don't realize. When she shares her frustrations, she's not just venting, she's testing you. She's trying to see if you're the kind of man who can handle her emotions, who won't shut down or dismiss her when things get intense. If you fail this test, if you get defensive, dismiss her feelings, or try to solve the problem too quickly, her respect for you will start to erode. But when you pass the test, when you listen, validate, and show her that you care, her connection to you will grow stronger than ever. It's about the little moments too. A woman's need to feel understood isn't just about big arguments or deep conversations. It's woven into the small, everyday moments. When she tells you about her day, do you brush it off with a quick response? Or do you take a moment to ask her how she's feeling? When she mentions she's nervous about a meeting at work, do you dismiss it with a casual, "You'll be fine"? Or do you dig deeper and remind her of her strengths? The difference lies in your willingness to pay attention to what matters to her, even when it seems small or unimportant to you. She's not a puzzle, she's a person. Too many men treat women like puzzles, constantly searching for the right thing to say or do to get the outcome they want. But women aren't puzzles, they're people. What they want more than anything is to feel seen, heard, and understood. If you can give her that, you'll stand out in ways most men never will. Understanding isn't weakness, it's strength. Being a man who understands women doesn't mean letting her emotions dictate your life. It doesn't mean sacrificing your own needs or losing your sense of self. True understanding is about strength. It's about holding space for her emotions without being overwhelmed by them. It's about staying calm and confident, even when things get intense. Most men crumble in the face of a woman's emotions. They get defensive, shut down, or try to fix the problem as quickly as possible to avoid dealing with it. But a strong man doesn't run. He listens, validates, and responds with clarity. Misunderstanding is unforgivable. A woman will forgive many things, mistakes, arguments, even moments of weakness, but she won't forgive feeling misunderstood. Once she feels like you don't see her for who she truly is, she'll start to pull away. And when that happens, it's nearly impossible to win her back. So don't underestimate the power of understanding. Don't think it's enough to listen to her words without tuning into the emotions behind them. Don't assume that surface-level gestures can make up for a lack of emotional connection. If you want to create a bond that lasts, you have to show her that you get her, not just as a woman, but as a person. It's not about being perfect, it's about being present. Listen. Ask questions. Pay attention. That's how you become the man she can't stop thinking about. Show her that her feelings matter. When you make her feelings a priority, everything changes. She begins to trust you more, opens up in ways she hasn't before, and leans on you like she's never leaned on anyone else. Understanding isn't just a skill, it's a mindset. It's about shifting your perspective and realizing her emotions aren't problems to solve, but opportunities to connect. Once you embrace that mindset, the dynamic transforms. She starts seeing you as the man who truly gets her, the one who stands out from the crowd, and that's a position no one can take from you. Confidence attracts, but control repels. Confidence is one of the most magnetic traits a man can have. It's a silent power that draws people in, commands respect, and sets you apart. For women, confidence isn't just attractive. It's irresistible. It signals strength, security, and purpose. But there's a fine line. When confidence tips into control, it backfires. Instead of inspiring admiration, it triggers resistance and fear. If you can't recognize this boundary, you risk sabotaging even your best relationships. Women are naturally drawn to a confident man because confidence makes them feel safe. It shows that you're capable of leading, making decisions, and standing firm in who you are. It's the energy of, I don't need anyone's approval, and I go after what I want. Control, however, is a different story. When confidence turns into control, it suffocates. It robs her of the independence she values and reduces the relationship to something transactional, where she feels like a possession instead of a partner. The difference between leading and dominating. To walk the line between confidence and control, you need to understand the difference between leading and dominating. Leading is about guiding with strength and clarity while respecting her autonomy. Dominating is about imposing your will, leaving no room for her voice or choices. Here's an example. A confident man says, "Let's try that new sushi place tonight. I think you'll love it." A controlling man says, "We're eating sushi tonight." And that's final. Both are making decisions, but only one respects her as an equal. Confidence leads with consideration. Control leads with selfishness. Confidence in conflict. This balance becomes even more important during conflicts. Let's say she wants to spend time with her friends on a night you had planned together. A confident man respects her choice and adjusts his plans, knowing his worth isn't tied to her constant availability. A controlling man pushes back, insisting she change her plans to suit him. The first response builds trust. The second breeds resentment. Why? Because control isn't strength. It's fear disguised as dominance. And women can sense that fear a mile away. Confidence, on the other hand, is steady and unshaken. A confident man doesn't feel the need to control every situation because he trusts himself to handle whatever comes his way. That energy is magnetic. It makes her feel secure without feeling trapped. What confidence looks like in action. Confidence isn't just about what you say. It's in how you carry yourself, your body language, tone of voice, and the way you handle challenges. For instance, if she's upset about something that didn't go her way, a confident man listens, validates her feelings, and offers support. He doesn't try to fix her emotions or dismiss them as unimportant. He shows her that he can handle her vulnerability. In contrast, a controlling man might tell her to calm down or accuse her of overreacting, proving he's not as strong as he pretends to be. Women can spot fake confidence. Women are incredibly perceptive. They can tell the difference between genuine confidence and fake bravado. The moment they sense control creeping in, they'll start to pull away. It's not because they don't want a strong man. It's because they want a man who's strong enough to respect their independence. In today's world, women value their freedom and autonomy more than ever. They're not looking for a man to dominate them. They're looking for a partner who complements their strength with his own. Building real confidence. So, how do you cultivate true confidence? It starts with knowing yourself. A genuinely confident man doesn't need to prove anything. He doesn't seek control to feel powerful because he already knows his worth. He sets boundaries, makes decisions, and stands firm in his values, but always with respect for others. True confidence also means taking risks and stepping out of your comfort zone. It's being okay with failure, because your self-worth isn't tied to the outcome. When you carry that energy into your relationships, everything changes. She'll see you as the man who can handle anything, the one she can trust to lead without taking away her voice. Confidence isn't arrogance. Finally, remember this. Confidence isn't arrogance. It's not about acting superior or trying to control outcomes. True confidence is a quiet, unshakable belief in yourself. It's the kind of strength that allows you to let her shine without feeling diminished. Creating a space where she can thrive. The magic lies in creating an environment where she feels free to be herself without ever feeling threatened. It's about offering a space where she can grow and thrive, knowing you'll stand beside her as an equal, not above her as a ruler. When you master this balance, everything changes. Women will naturally gravitate toward your energy, your steady presence, and your ability to make them feel safe and respected. They'll see you as the man who stands out, a rare find in a world full of men who are either too passive or overly controlling. This isn't just about attracting women, it's about earning their trust, admiration, and loyalty in ways that last. Her desire for security, a hidden driver. A woman's desire for security isn't just a surface preference, it's a deep, primal instinct. Shaped by thousands of years of evolution, this need for safety and stability has been hardwired into her very being. In the past, survival often depended on choosing a man who could protect and provide, and while society has changed, this biological drive remains. But security isn't just about money or material things. It's much deeper. A woman craves emotional, mental, and physical security. She needs to feel that no matter what life throws at her, you'll be her steady rock, the one she can always count on. When you meet this need, she'll offer you a level of loyalty and devotion that's unmatched. Fail to meet it, though, and even if she can't pinpoint why, she'll begin to drift away. Emotional security, the gateway to her heart. Emotional security is about making her feel safe to express herself, free from fear of judgment or rejection. It's showing her that you can handle her emotions, no matter how intense they might be. When a woman feels emotionally secure, she lets down her guard, becomes vulnerable, and connects with you on a level that goes far beyond surface attraction. On the flip side, if she feels judged, dismissed, or like she has to hide parts of herself, she'll slowly pull away. Think about the last time you saw a woman upset. Maybe she was overwhelmed by work, stressed about family, or wrestling with her insecurities. How did you respond? Did you dismiss her concerns, telling her to just calm down? Did you jump straight into problem-solving without really hearing her? Or did you stay calm, listen, and let her express herself fully, showing her that you're there no matter what? Here's the truth. Women don't want a man who panics under pressure or runs from conflict. They want someone steady, someone who can face challenges head-on and make them feel like no matter what, it'll all be okay as long as you're by their side. That's emotional security. And when you provide it, you create a bond that's nearly unbreakable. Mental security. Trust through consistency. Mental security is about dependability. She needs to know that you mean what you say and follow through on your promises. This is where many men falter. Saying the right things in the moment isn't enough. Your actions need to back them up. For example, if you tell her you'll do something, do it. If you make a commitment, honor it. If you say you'll be there, show up, not just when it's easy, but especially when it's hard. Imagine you've planned a date, but something unexpected comes up. A dependable man communicates clearly, reschedules thoughtfully, and reassures her she's still a priority. An inconsistent man cancels last minute with a vague excuse, leaving her feeling unimportant and uncertain. It's not about being perfect, it's about being reliable. She doesn't need a flawless man, she needs one she can count on. Physical security, strength beyond muscles. Physical security isn't about being a bodybuilder or action hero. It's about how you carry yourself, how you protect her, and how you handle life's challenges. A woman wants to feel safe in your presence, not just from external threats, but also from the chaos of life. She needs to know that you can face adversity, protect her and your family, and stand firm when it matters most. Consider how you handle conflict. When a challenge arises, whether it's a work disagreement, an argument with a friend, or a tense encounter with a stranger, how do you react? Do you stay calm and composed or lose control? Do you tackle the issue with confidence or avoid it altogether? Women notice these things, even if they don't say so outright. They're always assessing whether you're someone they can rely on when it truly counts. The power of security. When you provide emotional, mental, and physical security, something incredible happens. She relaxes. She trusts. She connects with you in ways that go far beyond surface attraction. Women don't just want a strong man, they want a strong man who respects their independence, a man who offers them freedom, safety, and partnership. So focus on being her steady presence. Be the man who listens without judgment, acts with consistency, and faces challenges with courage. When you embody these qualities, you'll find that not only will she feel safe with you, but she'll also be deeply drawn to you. It's not just about what you do. It's about who you are. True strength doesn't come from what you say or do in fleeting moments. It comes from who you are at your core. It's about being grounded, centered, and unwavering in your sense of self. A man who knows his values, stands by his principles, and isn't easily swayed by the opinions of others, naturally exudes an aura of security that women are irresistibly drawn to. They can sense it in the way you speak, the way you carry yourself, and how you handle life's challenges. This isn't something you can fake. It has to come from within. And here's the key. Security isn't about controlling her or dictating her actions. It's not about making her dependent on you. True security is about freedom, giving her the space to be herself while reassuring her that you'll always be there when she needs you. This kind of relationship fosters growth. It's a space where she feels safe to take risks, face her fears, and explore her potential, because she knows you're her unwavering support. When you offer this kind of security, women will respond to you in ways you've never experienced before. They'll open up, trust you, and rely on you. Not out of obligation, but because they genuinely want to. You'll become more than just a partner. You'll be her anchor, her protector, and her safe haven in a chaotic world. And that's the kind of connection that doesn't just last. It thrives. When she's overwhelmed by her emotions, women are deeply emotional beings, and this isn't a weakness. It's a defining strength of their psychology. Emotions drive their actions, influence their decisions, and shape how they perceive the world. But here's what many men don't understand. Women don't always have control over their emotions. They feel things with an intensity that most men can't relate to. And when those emotions become overwhelming, it can feel like they're drowning in a storm they can't navigate. This is where you come in, not as her rescuer, but as her anchor. When a woman is overwhelmed, it's not about logic or problem solving. It's not about telling her to calm down or trying to fix the situation. What she truly needs is someone who can hold steady amidst the waves of her emotions. She needs a man who doesn't get shaken or defensive, but instead provides a calm, reassuring presence. Think about the time she's lashed out over something that seemed small, like you forgetting to text back or getting too absorbed in your work. To you, these moments might feel trivial, but to her, they're often loaded with deeper meaning. Fears, insecurities, or unmet needs that she might not even fully understand. If you dismiss her feelings or react with frustration, you only confirm her worst fears, that you don't care enough to truly understand her. But if you stay calm, listen, and acknowledge her emotions, you show her that you're the man she can rely on when everything feels like it's falling apart. How to be her anchor. When she's venting, crying, or lashing out, don't interrupt with advice or solutions. She's not looking for a quick fix. She needs to feel heard. Don't dismiss her feelings. Avoid phrases like "you're overreacting" or "it's not a big deal." Be present. Listen fully, without judgment or defensiveness. Validate her emotions. Simple words like, "I can see how much this is affecting you," or "I'm here for you no matter what," go a long way. Your role isn't to take on her emotions or let them overwhelm you. It's to remain steady, showing her that she's safe to express herself without fear of rejection or judgment. This doesn't mean sacrificing your boundaries or letting her emotions dictate the relationship. It's about being strong in your own masculinity while giving her the freedom to feel what she needs to feel. Why this matters. Women are used to men who crumble under the weight of their emotions, who get defensive or shut down when things get intense. When you show her you're different, that you can handle her at her most vulnerable without losing your composure, you create a connection deeper than surface attraction. When she's overwhelmed, it's not weakness. It's often a response to feeling powerless or out of control. By providing stability and reassurance, you help her find her calm. You show her that no matter how chaotic life gets, you'll be there. This isn't about solving her problems. It's about reminding her that she's not alone. The result? A connection that lasts. When you become the man who can handle her emotions, you unlock a level of intimacy that most men never experience. She'll see you as her safe space, the person she can turn to when the world feels overwhelming. She'll let you into parts of herself she's never shared with anyone else because she knows you'll meet her vulnerability with strength and understanding. This isn't about being soft or submissive. It's about being strong enough to stand firm in your masculinity while embracing the intensity of her emotions. That kind of strength is rare, and it's exactly what makes a woman feel truly safe, loved, and understood. So the next time she's overwhelmed, don't try to fix her or dismiss her feelings. Stay calm, listen, let her know you're there. When you do, you'll become the man she can't imagine living without. Conclusion. Understanding these dynamics isn't about exploiting weaknesses, it's about embracing truths. When you master them, you don't just improve your relationships, you transform yourself. You stop chasing and start leading. You stop reacting and start deciding. Most importantly, you become the kind of man who commands respect, admiration, and lasting desire. If this resonates with you, subscribe to this channel now. Together, we'll uncover the truths that society often hides, empowering you to become a stronger, more confident man.